What is going on? In today's video, I want to talk about how whenever you're busy, how to use ChatGPT to help you, especially when you're having those busy work weeks. Now, this video, I want to do a little bit more for me. I'm going through it right now. Work is very busy. I'm going through a lot. There's a lot of work to be done. We're a little bit backed up, and there's some days where I'm trying to create more content. However, there are days where I need a little bit of help brainstorming ideas. So I want to share with you some quick tips on how, if you're needing help creating content and if you need help, how using ChatGPT can help you. And hopefully by the end of the video, you can realize that there's different ways, different tools, free tools that you can use that will help you maximize your time even when you're busy with work and still trying to grow your side business. All right, so the first tip that I have for you is automate content ideas. Now, this is one of the things that I did because I was trying to come up with new YouTube titles. I was trying to come up with new ideas of videos that I wanted to create around the niche, or usually, I don't want to say niche, but like the things that I usually talk about, which is a niche, I know, but usually about the things that I talked about. And what I did was I went back, I want to say maybe 8 or 9 videos, and I copied all the titles from those videos into ChatGPT. And I simply, in the prompt, I just put in, help me create content around the YouTube titles that I just pasted. Now, obviously, it gave me a bunch of ideas, but what it helped was sometimes you're kind of in a funk where you don't know what kind of content to create. You don't know where you should go for your next video. And what this helped was just give you your brain a little jog to come up with new ideas or come up with a different perspective, or maybe there was a gap in one video or some of your content that you wanted to create a video around, but you weren't exactly sure of the idea. And brainstorming and using this, for example, for me, it helped me. So again, it's very quick, very easy. Just copy your, let's say, 5 to 10 YouTube title ideas or your Instagram reel ideas into ChatGPT and just ask it to create content around that type of content that you already have. The next tip that I have for you is streamline and scripting. This is very simple. Something that you can do is, I've shared in one of my videos before. Let's say you're going for a walk and you have a memory, like something that you have on your recorded notes, something that you wanted to at the time talk about, and you haven't created the video yet. Well, something that you can do is you can use these recordings and listen back to it and create it into a prompt. For example, let's say, hey, I want to create a video around the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 or whatever, and just kind of give ChatGPT an overall idea of the kind of video or the kind of script that you want to talk about in your video, and it could also help you brainstorm that to translate it into your next video. I know sometimes me, for example, I'm not so much about scripting videos. I like more bullet points, and sometimes I will use ChatGPT for that because sometimes I just want a quick, for example, I just want a couple ideas for my videos, and I'll ask it to give me the ideas in bullet points, not give me all the extra stuff, because then that turns into a script, and I don't really want that. What I want more is the bullet points, and then I'll go into the details of what I want to talk about. Another huge tip that I use ChatGPT for is for grammar. For example, I use it for work, I use it for outside of work. If I'm writing emails, if I'm writing any YouTube title, or if I'm putting a comment that is a paragraph and I want to make sure that it actually, all the commas and all the sentences, the spelling is correct, then I'll paste it into ChatGPT so it can give me back some feedback on what I can improve. Something that I also use it for is whenever I want to type my video description, I'll take all my transcripts from CapCut, I'll export the transcripts, and then I'll drop them into ChatGPT, and I'll ask ChatGPT, one, to help me with the YouTube titles. I'll also ask ChatGPT to give me a brief description or what the video is about, and usually I'll go based off whichever one. I'll ask it to give me a description, and then it'll give me a huge description, and I usually ask it to give me a less wordy version of that, but it also helps. For example, to give you this video descriptions, you can also use it to correct your grammar if that's something that you want to do. Something else that I would recommend if you have a busy schedule that you use ChatGPT for is to plan out your day. Something very simple. You can talk to it now. I have the paid version. I'm not sure if with the free one you can. I'm pretty sure you probably could. If you just give it your schedule and the things that you have planned, ChatGPT will break it down for you. You can prioritize the tasks that you want to get done. For example, let's say you work at 9 to 5. Then you can say, hey, I want to wake up at 5 in the morning. I work 9 to 5. I want to go to the gym, and I want to, I don't know, meal prep or record content. How can I plan that around my day to have time to do everything that I need to do? And it'll give you a whole different schedule that you can actually follow, and it can work for you. It can be beneficial, and especially if you haven't looked at it from that point of view. I know sometimes we're looking at things that we want to start doing, or whenever we want to start creating content, or we want to start doing things outside of our jobs, it can seem hectic. However, having that little bit of a other point of view from things, it can help and minimize the task. You can even go as far as, hey, break this task down or make this schedule a little bit more achievable, example, what time can I cut off or what can I add on to make this project happen, and it'll help you with that too. All right, so those are some tips that I have for you if you are struggling to stay consistent, and how you can use ChatGPT to help you balance things and maybe look at things from a different point of view. I hope you like the video. I hope you like the content. If you did, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment below, and subscribe. Have a good one.